Welcome back to the VYBE Guys podcast. I'm Brandon.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Jaron.
And I'm Brandon.
And we are the VYBE Guys.
Okay. You usually add something at the end of that. What happened?
I like the past couple of times I've had really anything to say. Or fill
Really
in.
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna come on here because I wasn't here last week. I was gonna, bring up a lot of stuff. There's been a lot of stuff that's happened
You already
in the
have.
last week. However,
Jaron got his feelings hurt again. That's what that
I'm not gonna do that.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna do that because I have a bone to pick with you specifically.
What I do?
And listen, I could take a lot of stuff. We had a lot of words exchanged over the last week.
Take a lot.
But you did something unforgivable yesterday, literally last night. We're recording this on a Saturday. You did something unforgivable. You disrespected a pioneer of this business.
A pioneer.
A pioneer. You disrespected a legend in the making.
I know where this is going.
You disrespected my personal GOAT personally. And I don't know you. I know you have a big platform. You have a lot of influence. So you had the nerve to get on Twitter and go, who the F is that?
Who the fuck is Ricky?
Are you kidding me?
Who's Ricky?
You're really going to sit here in my face, look at me in my face and tell me you don't know who Ricky is?
What has he done in this business?
What has he not done? Dude, he's facing FTR later this month, dude.
He didn't shave his goddamn chest.
That's ridiculous. That chest is a staple of Friday Night SmackDown. Are you fucking kidding me? I just think that, we do a lot of slandering on this podcast. Def Rebel, you know what I mean?
Good riddance.
Thank God.
Def Rebel, Bailey. I'm looking at you over there, Bailey. But, Ricky I can't take. And I'm disgusted, and I'm uncomfortable being on this podcast this episode, but that's okay.
You know what I'm uncomfortable with?
What are you uncomfortable with?
My championship right there.
Really?
What happened to Duo? What happened to the blue? What happened to the silver?
Well, I just figured, I don't want to fight for silver. Silver is a second place kind of award. I feel like I want to go for gold. You know what I mean?
He would rather have your name on the championship. That's what.
Yeah,
that is.
for real. My name is plastered
Just a
on
reminder.
that.
Just a reminder of yes, Brandon. That's why he has that. Because I'll be damned if somebody like you comes into Draft Wars, you defend one time, you win a few times, a handful of times, and then you want to discard the championship that I made. That's some disrespectful ass shit. All because, gold and silver. You can't look at the facts, and that's fine. But the facts are, I am the best. And you want to disrespect that title that I made? That's ridiculous. All because of, gold. All you're doing is complaining. Where's your defenses at? What's been happening? The match happened how many moons ago? We're still waiting. And you want to come up here, you want to say you want to place this over this? You don't even want to have the actual championship? I don't know what's wrong with you, but you got it twisted. See, and then this shit right here, this is a problem as well. Right here. We try to discuss the disrespectful stuff, and then we over here, playing tiddlywink.
I mean, the only advice I could really give you is to win.
I have one.
Feel like
That's my whole point,
You haven't
Darren.
won in 60-something days, baby. I lost count over the last week. But
we hold days when we have an inconsistent schedule. That's unique. Yeah. I mean, I wonder how many times have you won throughout the I'm pretty sure you surpassed 60 days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I had to.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
Brent hasn't had it in almost a year, 300 some days.
Okay.
That's not my fault.
You know what I mean? I see why he doesn't want to get in on the shenanigans.
That's not my fault. Listen. If we,
I'm gonna talk shit.
If we
start.
If we did Draft Wars videos, I would defend every single time, and I have the one time we did it.
But here's the thing: you've been a part of Draft Wars, and if you would have been able to keep defending, you would have already because you've won the championship.
Yeah, I'm still champion.
You've won it. You won it 3 times, so you would have defended every time. Your logic is flawed.
No, I've lost it before. I'm man enough to admit that I've lost this championship before. However, I am the champion. I can wear whatever belt I want.
What have you done
this is
to
the
earn
Draft Wars
gold?
championship. What have I done? I beat all 3 of you at the same time with a 70 overall, back to back.
70 overall with animations that are,
no,
a little.
Come on,
a little skewed.
Look, I'll leave it on this. You need to stick to silver, okay?
That's not gonna happen.
You know what you do to earn gold? You get 1 million subscribers, all right? That's why I have that one.
Dang.
Come on now. Come on now.
Dang. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, y'all talking about winning this, winning that. Y'all gotta think about something. The off-screen title, the United States Championship. Y'all want to talk about that?
Let's talk about
Who's the champion there?
Let's talk about it.
It's me. It's me. I was
Where's it
watching.
at?
No, listen, shut up. I was watching. I was watching Iron Man 2, and you know what that villain had to say, bro? He said, "If you can make God bleed, there's gonna be blood in the water," and that resonated with me, man. If I can make y'all sweat, if I can make the best of the best sweat, or just bleed just a little bit, make the crowd believe just a little bit. Hell, I can beat you off screen. but it makes you worried. It makes y'all nervous because y'all see the potential that I got. I barely play the bitch. Imagine if I did. Imagine if I actually put my all in that bitch. You know what? I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start religiously playing the game now just so I can beat y'all. Just so y'all can get off my ass. Y'all on my dick.
It's been almost a year.
You're especially on my dick. Throwing a party on an anniversary. I haven't won shit.
October 2nd, 2024. Hey, Kenny, drop the link. It's going to be live on Twitch. We're going to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the only time Brent Oakley's won the Draft Wars Championship. It's going to be great.
Nah, Kenny, fuck that. Don't do that. All right, Kenny, I brought you in. I fucking vouched for you, all right? So don't put that fucking link.
Listen, you know, all I can say is I feel a lot of tension that, you know.
You dropped a Twitter video on all of us saying
That's what I'm
present it
saying.
in person.
That's what I'm saying.
We bring it in person.
That's what I'm saying.
Mr.
Acting like
Motivation over here.
the damn poster boy for Be a Star. All these people in the comments want to tear me down. Oh, Jaren's getting bullied. Oh, all because these people have no spine. Are you kidding me?
I don't have to be a star. I am a star. I'm the star. Actually, I'm the Draft Wars champion. And you talk like I have not defended this championship or I'm not willing to defend this championship like I'm hiding from some kind of challenge. I was the one that set up the gauntlet match in the first place. I was the one that put that challenge into place. And I won it.
One defense.
One defense of a championship ring that's still going.
One defense.
I mean, if I lose the next one, maybe
You
there's a
will
conversation
lose
to
the
be
next
had.
one.
Listen, it was a hell of a defense. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
I give respect when respect is due.
Defend
I
it
will
3
give you
straight
respect.
times and
That
I'll
was
look
a
your
hell,
way.
no, that was a hell of a defense. However, the last time, brother, you had different hair.
I did have different.
That's how long. I didn't have
That's
a
what I'm saying.
mustache,
I know.
brother.
He grew back overnight.
Just kidding. I shave it and I grow it back just for the entertainment. Nah, but seriously though, like enough of the bullshit.
Okay.
We're gonna get back to this.
Yeah, that's what I'm
because
saying.
now that we have an editor, that's been the reason. Like, sorry, you know, kayfabe.
There we
Sorry. The reason is the editor. We didn't have an editor. We weren't locked into a schedule. Now that we're locked into a schedule, all this shit talk, it's pretty easy to shit talk.
Yep. When we haven't been doing
When we
nothing.
haven't been doing shit. We haven't been recording videos. That's all I'm gonna say. These Twitter videos that come out of nowhere and all of a sudden, like, I'm calling you fat and shit, that's a little far. I would never disrespect you like that, ever.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you disrespected me last week. I felt disrespected last week. And that's the whole reason I spoke up in the first
Wasn't
place. But you know, it's okay because I have my Draft Wars championship. I have my VYBE Predictions championship. I even won a Slammy for being the smartest person in this room.
Hold on.
So, you know, I'm feeling pretty good right now. You know, whatever jealousy you guys still have that's carried over the last 60-something days, that's okay.
jealousy.
You know, I
There's
came
no
here to talk
jealousy,
about
bruh.
wrestling, the shows.
No,
all right?
no.
I don't need all this.
Nah, jealousy is that's a fine word to use against me. You're nowhere close to the accolades that I put in on Draft Wars. Defend the title 3 straight times, I'll talk to you. Win the title 15, 16, 17 times, I'll talk to you. You got a lot of catching up to do. For somebody making them damn Twitter videos, let's see it in the games. I want to see you try to defend that again. That's what I want to see. You acting like you're going to. I'm telling you right now, you're not, Jaren.
For 4 years, your competition was 2 other people. There was a period of time where I won it when there was 5 people in here. Now I'm doing it when there's 4. You barely won this season.
There's one extra person. There was only 3. Now there's 4. There's only one extra person, Jaren.
Well, for
It's not like it's insane.
For you, it's 2
It's not like
other
it's
people.
insane. It's not. I mean, it's still okay. What happens if there's 3 and you add 1, Jaren? There's 4. It don't matter who's there.
All right,
now.
gentlemen. All right. We've come here to talk about wrestling. We'll squash this beef. We'll squash this beef real soon in a Draft Wars video.
I would just like to throw this in real fast because it's on my chest. I lost the title when we watched, by the way. I didn't get to properly defend mine.
That's
so
fair.
I'm going to leave it there. In an elimination chamber, I
Like
watched
it would
my
have been
title
different.
disappear.
I don't. It
That's
would
all
have
I'm
been
going to say.
different.
I watched mine
Would have been different.
disappear.
Would it have been different?
So I didn't get the last
Never lose
laugh.
this championship. But,
So let that be a little asterisk. But anyways, let's talk about wrestling.
Let's talk about wrestling.
I love wrestling.
gentlemen.
Let's talk about wrestling.
Wrestling's fire.
We had Raw. We had the season premiere of SmackDown on USA. I want to talk about SmackDown first, just because it happened last night.
so good.
We had a lot of good moments last night. We got a new logo for SmackDown. We got a new theme song. That's the first thing I want to talk about. How are you guys feeling about the theme song for SmackDown?
Modern. It's very modern. I feel like it's catering to the modern audience. I love the new logo. Love it. The microphone. I like it.
Yeah.
The the theme song we can talk about. I think it's too. I don't know. It has to grow on me, but I'm more used to like the old school. Like it's just like rock and roll. Like burn to the ground for Raw. It's so nostalgic. I think rock and roll fits wrestling more than rap does. Like I could be wrong. It just let it grow, but that's my opinion.
I feel like rock was a big thing for wrestling when rock was also a big thing. I feel like we've moved on from rock. I feel like rock hasn't been cool in 15, 20 years or something like that. You know what I mean? I think this is a nice little modern a youthful theme song. I don't think it fits. It's weird to see with like the videos that they show. It literally just doesn't look like it fits the thing that they're showing me, but you know, we'll get used to it. I'm sure we'll get used to it
It'll
pretty
grow.
soon. Yeah. Raw's probably gonna have a big rebrand too when it goes to Netflix.
That's true.
Oh,
they're
I didn't
definitely gonna
think
have a switch
about that.
up.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
For the SmackDown theme, I like the song as its own thing, right? Like I just like you said, like I don't know if it fits SmackDown. I'm not hating on the song at all, but like you said with Rock, like I feel like Rock just resonates with wrestling more, and I do like the fact that they have a mainstream artist that is the theme song for SmackDown. I just don't know if it's the right fit. I don't
agree.
know. I'm not hating.
No.
I just don't know if it's the right
agree.
fit.
Yeah, it don't fit.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit. Like it just growing on us. I don't know. Yeah, I just we'll see how it goes.
But the other side of me loves that it's a rap song. I do like. I want to see rap more involved with wrestling, just because it's my favorite genre of music. So that's why I like it a lot.
Bad
But
Blood's doing a lot of promotion with like rap music, like
They
just
are.
Metro's
Metro,
stuff. Yeah.
Future's on the theme song for Bad Blood. Like if you listen to it, Future's on it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty cool.
That's good. That's good.
It fits the Atlanta vibe, so I like that they went with the rap instead of anything else.
I mean, they're doing it. I mean, the weekend isn't necessarily rap, but I mean, like the weekend's been holding it down for WrestleMania for years.
That new album
So
coming out.
I love it for that aspect. But like, I don't know, man. I just when you think about it, like Cody Rhodes' theme song, Seth Rollins' theme song, like all these like damn near elite songs are more towards the rock and roll with that head banging kind of like I'm in it. That's why I feel like wrestling corresponds with rock and roll just a little bit more. Just because the iconic theme songs is all. I feel like that's why it's like it feels like it doesn't fit. Just because like I mean like I can only think of like a handful of rap songs that have been like iconic, like John Cena and stuff like. So that's probably why.
Yeah. You look like you wanted to say something.
No, I agree with you. No, I agree. I mean, I don't know. I think it's better than the other one that we had. What was the last theme song for SmackDown?
Fucking was it the AC/DC or something, or was that before like the
That might have
2020?
been before.
What was the old
See,
one?
you know what I mean?
I'll know it when I hear it, kind of thing.
Right.
Like, I got used to that one over time. But yeah, this one I don't even want to shit on it too much because I mean
Yeah.
the theme songs don't have anything to do with the actual shows themselves, so it's really not a big deal. I was just curious about like what you guys thought about it.
No, facts. I mean, it's cool.
It'll grow.
It's cool.
It'll grow.
Yeah, I hope this does open the door more for them getting more mainstream artists for anything in general, the theme songs, for wrestlers, for shows, etc.
I think it's already starting. Like we see with Jey Uso. It's already happening.
That's a good
I
point.
think it's just we're really diving into mainstream, and Paul Levesque is probably full throttle on that.
It's smart too. It's
It
smart.
is.
Well,
It really is.
Since we're talking about theme songs, real quick, I know we want to get into SmackDown, but I feel like we should talk about this since we brought up the theme song.
Yeah.
Rest in
Def
piss.
Rebel.
Rest in piss.
Goodbye. Good riddance.
Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. Goodbye.
dude. I'm all right. It sounds like we're happy that they're losing their job. Don't want it to really seem like that.
Yeah.
But it's time for some better theme music. We're on that timing, and from what I was reading, they're going more licensed with songs, like moving forward.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. So
Very
hopefully
cool.
that happens. They got more than enough guap for that. So UFC they be coming out to licensed songs. So
Yes, they do.
So hopefully people get some good licensed themes and we get those back.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. So I saw that report. Does that mean that like wrestlers will get popular songs? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I would love that. I would
Yep.
absolutely love that.
Absolutely.
I'm not sad that Def Rebel's leaving. If you're bad at your job, you shouldn't have it.
No. I'm not sad either, but
No,
don't
sure.
let the door hit you in the ass on the way
That's
out.
what I'm
you
saying.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't wait for their contract to expire in like 2029. That's gonna be awesome. They didn't say when it was. They didn't say when it was up. It could be for a long time, but
That's the thing. Like it's not that I want them to lose their jobs. I hope they find another job incredibly fast. I just don't know if they fit wrestling. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
What do they fit?
Too many duds.
I feel like they could probably fit like movies and like TV shows.
Like a,
Maybe
like
like-
a Tubi movie. That's fine.
Or yeah, like kid's birthday party. Yeah, go there.
Kids' birthday party.
Techno concerts. I don't know.
You
They
know.
be going crazy with
Give
the
it up for
remixes.
Def Rebel. Yeah.
They got a couple bangers.
I'll be damned if I go to a techno Def Rebel concert. Are you kidding me? Hey, you want to go to Def Rebel Con? No, I don't at all.
We've been to enough. We're done.
All right. It's sad though. We're not going to be able to slander them anymore. After.
okay with that.
Also slander.
We had a good run. We had a good run on the podcast. You know, just, week after week, just burying Def Rebel.
I might just bring them up just for fun. You know what I mean? You know, I might miss them a little bit. Be like, you remember when Def Rebel sucked? You know,
Good times.
Right, good times. It was good time.
Dude, last night when I was watching SmackDown, Bailey has had that new Def Rebel theme song since WrestleMania, right? Nia Jax is cutting that promo. Her theme hits. I had no fucking clue who was coming out. And then they pan the camera to Bailey. I'm like, it was fucking Bailey? What? I had no fucking clue. No clue. That's my biggest problem. We've talked about it before. I'm not going to go into it.
Right. Right. So SmackDown.
Yeah.
What went on with SmackDown?
So we opened with the steel cage match with Solo and Cody, which, look, I was tired of seeing Solo and Cody face each other, but this was a damn good match.
Yeah, it
I
was.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was.
And I think it really helped that there was no commercials, so it kind of like helped me invest in it more. But I think they had a fantastic match. And then of course the ending with the Bloodline and Roman Reigns coming out. Speak to him.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh God, he's back. Nah, I'm telling you, there's no more G shit you can do when there's a full on bloodline that steel cage and get in that son bitch and close the fucking door behind you. Like, I'm gonna whoop all y'all's asses. What he said without saying it.
Yeah.
And thank God our tribal chief finally got a microphone in his hand. So, but no, yeah, that was awesome. That moment with him and Jacob Fatu was really awesome because it's just like they're building that. They're gonna collide, and that's gonna be a really big moment. I can't wait for that to happen. And then we're going to talk about that Cody Rhodes cutter
Oh my God, that shit was clean.
from outer space. That was a banger.
Where do you, I didn't see this.
He was on the steel cage wall,
Yeah.
and he jumped off and caught Solo with a
that's
Cody
fire.
cutter.
And he hit a cutter.
It was
Fire.
nice. It was nice.
I watched it while I was driving. last night. So
Safety first.
Yeah, I probably missed that spot, but I saw other things.
Yeah.
I saw no, I saw him jump off the cage. I saw him do the little crossbody off the cage. That's always cool. No, they put on a show. They put on a show. That premiere, a whole episode, and I'm sure we'll get into everything else, but that whole episode was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Except for one thing. I don't know if we're moving past the WWE Championship thing already,
I do want to say just
Yeah.
one last thing for that match. Solo is really good at selling that goddamn Cody cutter. Like Cody hit two, and they're both really fucking good. Like I just want to give Solo credit for that. He's probably takes the Cody cutter the best.
Shout out Solo.
Shout out Solo.
Rare, good Def Rebel theme song.
That theme song is really good.
Right. Now, I don't know if they went over time or what it was in that first match, but they had Mia Yim versus Piper Niven afterwards, which went about 45 seconds maybe. And you would think, okay, it's going to be a squash match. Piper Niven is going to beat Mia Yim. Nope. Mia Yim won. She beat Piper Niven in 45 seconds. I think clean.
It was clean.
It was clean. And it didn't lead to really anybody returning, anybody coming out like a big, pull apart thing, or we're getting a team versus a team. No, it's just Piper and Chelsea just got their heat back or whatever. And commercial. What the hell? Why even put it on the show?
Yeah, I felt bad for them. Like, I'm not going to sit here and act like I was extremely interested in it, but I hate to see women's matches go any shorter than 5 minutes. Like, I just don't like seeing it.
I've even spoken to people at my old job. I was talking to somebody that watched wrestling. He literally said verbatim, I do not care about women's wrestling. And which is crazy, but it's also, you think about it and it's like, well, how can you make people who don't care about it to care when you have 45-second matches?
Right.
Was there another women's match on the show? I know there was the Nia Jax segment, but was there another women's match?
I don't think there was.
45 seconds of women. Don't even put it on the show. Don't even put it on the show at that point. I'd be less offended if there wasn't a match that week than a 45-second match. It just makes them look like nothing, like they're just throwaways.
Well, how did the match end?
Eat defeat, pin. Which is, like, if you would have just had more time, it would have been fine. Like, I don't think it mattered if Piper lost, if Mia lost, or whatever. It was just, don't make Piper lose in less than a minute like that. I feel like Piper is at least one of the more, like, powerful women in the division who can, like, go longer than a minute.
Are they trying to build Mia up for Nia?
I mean, maybe.
Are they kind of doing something?
Because, I mean, Mia had some good matches in NXT a couple weeks ago, so maybe. But, like, do you care about Mia Yim? Like, respectfully. I'm not saying she's bad at wrestling or anything, but like, is that a match you care about seeing right now? Nia versus Mia.
I think it happened already, did it not? I think they had their championship match already.
Oh.
I think it was the one before the most recent pay-per-view.
I'm pretty sure because like they had the moment with Tiffy was gonna cash in or something. And, like was not the moment that Nia like saw Tiffany trying to cash in that one time that awkward like interaction.
Maybe. Oh, she squashed her in the garbage can. That was the finish of that match.
Right, yes.
I don't know if that's the same match that you're talking about.
Okay.
But I know what you're talking about.
I think it might have.
Yeah.
Because who's Nia facing next?
Bailey, I think.
She's
I
Bailey.
think so. Yeah,
Okay,
it
probably.
Never mind. Then I was trying to like justify the 45 seconds, but fuck it.
I think we were right the first time. I'm pretty sure the first segment went incredibly over, and they just got cut.
When Bailey fought Piper, it was a stepping stone to get to Nia because, they're two big women. It's okay, I'm beating Piper. Okay, I just got beat Piper. How am I going to beat Nia? Let's get to Nia. And then Miriam gets beat by Nia, but no, we're going to beat Piper really quickly. 45 seconds after I already had a championship match. I just feel like it shouldn't have been Piper Niven, especially Piper Niven.
I agree.
But yeah, that pissed me off. That genuinely pissed me off. And I don't really get angry about too much wrestling booking wise. Like, it'll be annoying, but that actively pissed me off because I feel bad.
Yeah.
I feel like they look like throwaways. I don't like that.
And they're both too good for that,
Absolutely.
in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Speaking of Bailey and Nia Jax and stuff, I know we're kind of jumping segments a little bit, but Naomi came out and basically at the end of the promo with Tiffany and Nia and Bailey and Naomi, whoever loses next week is off of SmackDown permanently. Like for Bailey and Naomi. Okay. So if they lose, if one of them loses or whatever the case may be, someone's off of SmackDown.
I didn't know that. So it's Bailey versus Naomi?
No, it's like a tag match. I don't know exactly how it's working. I need to rewatch the segment. But basically, like, if Bailey and Naomi lose, this is what I'm guessing. I really need to rewatch it. But if someone, I'm assuming whoever takes the pin is going to be leaving SmackDown. I felt like that was a little random. I'm interested, but it was a little random.
Very interesting way to move somebody brands.
Yeah.
Because that's probably what they're trying to do, right? You got to think they're trying to move Naomi just to Raw or maybe even NXT or something.
That's what I'm thinking.
If there's one thing SmackDown should not be doing, it's having less women on the roster because they have like four. They have like four of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the women's division there is not too stacked. And Naomi is a serious championship contender. She's not like a mid-card actor, you know what I mean?
Right.
Not a manager. She's a
former world champ.
Right.
Yeah.
But let's move her off the show. I mean, whatever.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, if she goes to NXT, I wouldn't be extremely mad about it.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like she would get more time on NXT just because of how experienced she is. But I thought that was just a little random that Nia Jax like threw that in there. I was like, oh, okay, somebody's leaving.
I think NXT's treating their women better than any wrestling company in America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe TNA, I guess, but
Yeah, they're building that up.
Yeah, TNA women get time. They get time.
Let Sean cook.
Let Sean cook.
Yeah. NXT, especially with Julia just coming in, and then Stephanie, she's coming in next. Like they're building that women's division again, like crazy. So
shout out Big
Roxanne is holding it down, even though she's still in gimmicks. You know what I mean? She holding it down.
Oh yeah, did you talk about that last week?
Yeah, I did. Oh yeah, I was on her ass. No, I'm
I for one am a big fan of Roxanne Perez. Keep up the good work. What else happened?
Shout out Rock.
Carmelo and Andrade had their 5th match in the series, which I believe ends the series because Andrade won. They had a really good match. And when Andrade won, LA Knight came out and said, "You're the next contender for my U.S. title." So I think their series is over. I was hoping they would go to 7. It could still go on, but it seemed like that was it.
Mello shared something on Instagram where he said Mello and 7, so I think that's what they're doing.
Oh, okay, bet. Yep.
I do. Yeah, Andrade is the #1 contender, I think. But
yeah.
I do want them to keep because maybe when LA Knight beats him, Andrade and Carmelo has a couple more matches, and then Carmelo wins. He faces LA Knight. Hopefully, I don't know.
I think it could be a triple threat.
I would love that.
I think I think that match doesn't go to the finish. I think Carmelo gets involved and makes it a triple threat.
I would absolutely
That'd be cool.
love that.
Because that'd be a banger.
That would be a maybe Carmelo beats Andrade again before Andrade even has that match, and he goes, "Okay, well, I've beaten you just as much as you've beaten me.
Add me in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
I've been loving their series too. I feel like Andrade and Carmelo both needed this series just to get the crowd back into both of them. Of
course.
Because I feel like obviously Andrade was in AEW for a while, and it's not that the crowd forgot him, but I think they needed a reason to reinvest into him. And I feel like Carmelo, he wasn't lost in the shuffle at all, but I think, like I said, the fans needed a reason to care about him after coming up from NXT. And I think this was the perfect way to do it, because I feel like now they're both getting a lot of TV time, and the casual fans are familiar with both of them now. So I think they've done a really great job with these matches.
Consistent bangers. Like, yeah, man.
I agree.
They are wrestling soulmates, just looking like the way,
For real,
the way they
dude.
putting on.
I never would have thought those two. Not that anything was wrong with it, but I just needed to see them in the first match. We'll go, oh shit, they got great chemistry. Oh yeah, I feel like they could both have a great match with anybody, so it makes sense.
Absolutely.
What else happened on SmackDown? Was that it for SmackDown? Besides Cody and Roman at the end?
I was going to say, yeah, the ending. I mean, Roman Reigns finally got a microphone in his hand. It's the first time he's spoke since he's been back since SummerSlam.
Yeah.
DIY cut a decent promo about the tag titles.
Oh
So,
yeah, I see that right now.
yep. That was nice. That's what we need. That's what we need. DIY, man. That fire that they're known for, bro.
Yeah.
You know.
Speaking of tag titles, I think it's Monday. The Judgment Day is facing the New Day for the tag team championships.
Oh, no. R.I.P.
I think this might be it.
Oh, no.
I think Aaron's been right. I think Aaron's right.
Oh,
It's
no.
done. It's done.
I'm sad, but I'm happy. I really want
done.
Woods to have that solo run, but I'm just gonna be sad to see it end.
Man,
It's
bro.
bittersweet.
I at one point was like, okay, well, you need a solidified story to justify breaking up one of the biggest factions ever, especially one that said they would never break up ever. You know what I mean? But if you think about it, maybe not really building it up makes it more shocking. That's what happened with the streak. They were building Undertaker and Brock on main event, and then Brock beat the streak at WrestleMania. So I think maybe they have a couple seeds sown. Maybe just when you think, okay, this is going to be the start of it, maybe Woods turns on him on Monday.
And I mean, they have been planting seeds for a little bit too.
Yeah.
Like it hasn't been like super big and obvious, like maybe like with Austin and Grayson.
Okay.
But like I think it was on the last Raw. Woods was in the locker room and Kofi came up to him and was like, "Hey, I'm getting us tag title opportunities." And Woods threw in that slick little comment. He was like, "I mean, it's something like we weren't trying to go for singles titles or whatever, but tag team titles are cool." Like it's like the little stuff like that like I'm like, fuck,
He's fed up with him.
Yeah, he's pissed. He's pissed.
If only there was like another thing that happened in their group that like they could talk about. that made Xavier Woods really like jealous or whatever. But I guess nothing happened for the last month.
Yeah, no, I have no idea what you're talking about.
That was a big wrench in the wheel.
A very big wrench.
Like,
That
bro,
that
was-
situation is so unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, man. It's
That is
crazy. It's crazy, man.
But if it-
Maybe don't hit people.
I was saying,
You know?
if it's true, eat shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for real.
what you
yeah,
get.
yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, Woods is turning. Get your
Well, yeah,
popcorn.
he's
Get your
turning.
popcorn ready, baby.
I
He's
mean,
turning.
if there's anybody who should be salty, it's rightfully him.
Yep.
Just you know what I mean, like his fucking King of the Ring run was like kind of thrown under the fucking table, and his two boys are world champions, and he has to be the fucking cheerleader the entire time. So I
Right.
feel like it's only justified because his promos when he's in a heel are going to be so good.
He's so good on the mic too.
He's so good. I can't wait because I feel like this will like rejuvenate his career.
I fucking hope so.
Hopefully-
Woods deserves the world.
I think so.
Hopefully, Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, yeah.
down the line.
Something, bro.
I
Give
hope
him
so.
something.
I hope so.
You know what I'd love, and this is not going to happen, but I'd love if they lose on Monday, make it the main event of the show,
Be fine.
and Kofi's just like kind of sitting there. You see Woods behind him. Everyone's like, "No, it's going to happen." And right before it happens, you hit the music. You hit Big E's music. Have him come out. He doesn't even have to like return, but I think that would be.
Woods lays
When-
out Big E.
Oh my God. Dude. Well, but I just meant like having it be really obvious that Xavier is about to turn right before Biggie comes out there. And now it's like, oh, like, now what do I do? I was about to, you know what I mean? I was about to really let it
They're
go.
all like group hugging and shit and whatever.
That would be so cool.
Give me the book.
So just going back to the tag title match real quick, because I did have a thought. What happens? Do y'all see an outcome where the New Day win? Because of
I wouldn't hate it.
because of like Priest being involved with Judgment Day.
Oh, you know what? I could definitely see a world where that happens. I can
Yeah.
definitely see a world. Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's extremely possible.
because it's just so weird for Balor to have a fucking tag title on him when he's doing this thing with Priest. I don't know. It's just weird to me. I don't like it.
And they haven't really done anything with
Yeah.
the tag titles.
Get it
Like,
off
what,
of
No,
like
right, right.
they even say on commentary,
Respectfully.
well, oh, this is the first time Judgment Day is defending their titles in a while. Like, it's crazy.
He's not even having really. They haven't done anything.
Yeah.
Like, literally no building rivalries with any other tag teams. Maybe they should lose,
I think so.
I wouldn't hate it.
especially if Finn's gonna go into this singles feud. You're not gonna have time for any tag team stuff. So
That's exactly why.
they have a stacked tag division. So have the New Day be the.
So what I just thought of just now is what would happen if New Day wins, right? It's just a what if scenario. New Day wins. We go back. I know you're probably going to side at this, but like we go back to the Final Testament stuff. Akam and Razor win the tag titles. That's where Woods turns.
You said Akam and Razor win the tag titles.
There's a pain, bro. I mean,
I love AOP as a
something-
tag team.
Something to like kind of bring it back to because that's where the seeds were planted for Woods anyway. It was with Final
Oh,
Testament.
because that was that makes sense.
So like since the thing happened with the big guy in the group,
Let's marriage the two. Let's do this. Let's evolution the shit out of this. They win it. Big E comes back. Kofi's on Woods' shoulders, and he dumps him. And he just whoops that. And he does a savage thing of all time. He puts a chair around Big E's neck.
Oh, my fucking God.
Let's take the book together, gentlemen.
oh my god.
that'd be awesome.
I'm telling you, bro.
Woods would get that instant.
I'm
heat.
telling you,
He
bro.
would get
It's like
instant heat.
fucking Dean Ambrose. Hey,
Yeah.
I got leukemia. Oh, turning on you, Seth.
Yeah.
Like that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
This is a very depressing question. I kind of don't want to think about this, but how do you think Kofi has a lot of time left?
Oh God, I think he's on the like Rey Mysterio borrowed time thing. I feel like
I was
too.
about to say because maybe that'd be a reason to finally do this
I hope
angle.
not, man.
Yeah.
I love Kofi, but like to be fair, like he kind of gets lost in the shuffle nowadays. It's unfortunate.
I feel like Kofi's probably got like, I don't know, probably like 6-7 years left
Oh, wow,
of
damn.
wrestling. Because I
Sure,
mean,
sure.
he's already in his 40s, you know what I'm saying? So like that's the timeline where wrestlers usually like slow down anyway. It has nothing to do with Kofi, but he probably wants to protect his body after a certain point.
No, absolutely.
Which is sad to think about. I fucking love Kofi, man.
Dude, we talked about it last week when the goats or when our goats go out. It's gonna be crazy.
God, it's gonna hurt.
You know,
I already feel old. Seeing stuff like John Cena's bald spot, or seeing like Shawn Michaels. I just, you know what I mean? Like,
Just seeing him.
just Shawn.
That's terrible.
I feel old, man. I really do. And these are people that I grew up watching. And if Kofi goes, you've gone too far. You've gone too far. Everybody's getting old, man. Jeff Hardy,
Dude. Dominic Mysterio was in a custody match, and we're the same age, and he's the biggest heel in the business. I feel old, bro.
That's crazy.
That's sickening. I remember him being the same age as me, literally in the ring with Eddie and Ray, man, and now biggest heel in the company. Crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's unreal.
Dominic has come a long way, man.
I'm so proud of him.
White meat babyface
So
to dirty Dom.
So good at what he does. I'm very happy that everything's happened to where it's because honestly, weirdly enough, Dominic Mysterio has brought a little bit more like legitimacy to the women's division just because of that feud. And
Yeah.
I'm so thankful for that storyline because I feel like because I've had random people, like random friends of mine on my Snapchat story that I haven't talked to in a very long time since like high school or whatever. They're posting about wrestling. I never seen posts about wrestling. You know why? Because they stand with Liv because she's so hot or they love the storyline or whatever. Like they love it, man. It's awesome. Like and like I feel like that is what WWE needs and has needed for a very long time, especially the women's division. Especially.
I agree.
It's awesome to see.
They've been doing it up, and to touch on that, I hope Rhea and Liv beat the hell out of each other at Bad Blood.
They will beat the shit out of each other.
It has to.
That match needs a step.
Has to happen.
It needs a step. You can't. I don't think they should do a normal one-on-one match.
Yeah.
They should do like
Like no DQ or something.
whole
Extreme
bar,
or not
yeah.
extreme rules, but you know, something like
they
that.
can do Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
that pay-per-view calls for it. Just the name calls for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm glad that Drew and Punk are getting their Hell in a Cell match because
Yeah.
we were speculating that for a while. I'm sure everybody else were too.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it's like finally confirmed. I am a little curious to see how Punk is gonna do in a Hell in a Cell, just because he's a little older. You know what I'm saying? Like it's probably gonna be a longer match. Not shitting on Punk at all, but I just want to see how it goes. I just want to see how it goes.
Throw Drew off the top.
That'd be crazy.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. It doesn't sound unreasonable. Like there's gonna be something. Crazy. I feel like
That's a lot of man crashing into that ground. Though. I'm not gonna hold you.
Hey, airbags, baby. Airbags.
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
So let me ask you guys this then. Where does Punk go after Drew?
Something.
What you think?
Is it too early to say Seth?
Yeah.
It's too early.
Maybe Gunther.
Gunther, yeah.
But like, is it too early? Not too early to put Punk in that feud, but like, do we have Punk lose in a world title match?
Yeah, I think he can.
Yeah.
If anybody's gonna beat Punk,
Yeah.
Rollins could cost him.
Could.
You know,
I wouldn't mind a Rollins
Money in the
heel
Bank.
turn.
Money in the
Could.
Bank happened where Punk got involved and like kind of cost Seth. So I'm pretty sure Seth will get his lick back.
Punk hit Seth with a GTS.
He
at
did.
SummerSlam.
Yep, he did. Yep.
Just saying. He had a little lick back.
Yeah, I think we get Punk Gunther at Survivor Series. I think that happens. Dude, Bad Blood looks awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
I think all the matches are done. I think.
Speaking of Survivor Series, so Cody is teaming up with Roman at Bad Blood. Is Cody about to be in War Games?
Now that what happened last night, I can see him
can
being
so see
on
it.
Roman's side. My question is, do Roman and Cody have another match? Like, I feel like it would be more like face versus like tweener face, and that they would just have like a one and done, and Cody retains. But do they have another one? Do they have the third match?
I think they do maybe at the Rumble, and I think that's where maybe The Rock shows up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I don't know if that helps Cody win, but I think Rock does interfere in some
It
way.
absolutely helps Cody win. Because you can't. Roman's just like this aura, and I feel like the only way you can make him lose is with interference of somebody like The Rock to set up Rock Roman at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Or maybe The Rock tries to help Roman, and Roman's like, I don't want this. I could do this by myself, and then Cody wins. Maybe.
I feel like it's gonna be like that's gonna happen, yes, and then Rock's gonna be like disrespectful motherfucker, Rock Bottom,
Right.
Yeah.
because he
Right.
speared him. Don't forget, he speared him at WrestleMania 40.
Yeah.
So Rock gonna get his lick back. I feel like.
And Roman definitely wants the match. And like
It's gonna
kayfabe storyline or whatever, because like at the end of SmackDown last
happen.
night, he was looking at Solo and Jacob, but he kept looking back at Cody in that title. He would go like, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, I don't want Cody to be in War Games, man. I really don't. I'd rather Sammy be in that position than Cody.
Me too.
Especially considering that him and Jay are like teasing potentially going after the tag team titles at some point. I would love for that to be like the reason Sami Zayn joins like the Bloodline team. Yeah, I mean, it would make sense if Cody was on that team, I guess, but I'd personally like Sammy.
Yeah.
No, I would love, dude. Come on, bro. The honorary oos, bro. That moment calls for that. It does. So I selfishly want Sami Zayn. I'd be cool with Cody, but I selfishly, and plus, the WWE champion should defend his title at Survivor Series. I think,
Yeah.
and I feel like he should solve his own thing while everyone else eats in Survivor Series and does a big old War Games. But that's just me personally.
No, that's fair. I wouldn't hate it if they did all three brands again, like just in like champion versus champion versus champion. I feel like does that hurt champions? Like if they lose like that, or does it not matter?
I don't think it matters personally. I think it just because you're going against the best of the like say Intercontinental United States and North American, right? Which gonna bang because Obi's the man.
Yeah.
So like I'm telling you right now, bro, that's gonna be a clash of titans, and that would be such a good match. I hope there's like proper mid card people in place because like Braun and Obi, like that alone,
Oh yeah.
is gonna hit like crack.
Braun, Oba, and LA Knight. That would be a good match.
That's gonna be fire.
Are they still? Do you think they're gonna do that again this year?
I would like to, but it's not. Yeah, I don't know.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
I like it because that format. I thought that format was amazing. I thought that made Survivor Series interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
War Games is cool. I like War Games,
But man,
yeah.
add that third brand because especially with what Sean's doing, bro. Sean talking shit to Triple H, bro, would be fire, bro. Right?
Yeah.
Like them talking shit. Like my brand's better than yours. Let's put something on the line. Whatever, you know what I mean? Hair versus hair. I'm just kidding. Just something, bro. I think it'd be really cool to see.
So with Raw 2, we had the opening match was the Wyatt Six
That was
versus
awesome.
American Made. That match was so fucking good, bro. I unfortunately was watching it on mute because I was on the phone, but I did watch it and it was amazing. What did you guys think about it?
I think we watched it live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that match was fantastic.
Yeah, nothing but chaos.
No, I love random chaotic like brawl matches. I love it. Guilty pleasure of mine in wrestling. But yeah, it was awesome. I'm excited to see what the Y6 do next. I don't know what that is. Maybe the Judgment Day.
I don't know. I can never predict what spooky characters are gonna do next. I can never predict it.
That's a good point.
But I could see maybe the Judgment Day. But the Y6 are faced, yeah, which is also interesting.
Yeah, you know what I'd hate? Just backstage promos for 6 months. Let's not do that. I just feel like that's a WWE thing to do. Is like, all right, story's over.
What's this thing about Raw going to 2 hours again? Like, are they going to 2 hours from this point on? Like, when does that 2 hours kick in?
I think in a couple of weeks. I think.
Okay.
And yeah, up until the last episode on USA, and then once it goes to Netflix, 2 hours. But I think it's going to be commercial free for 2 hours, so it's pretty much a 3-hour Raw with no commercials. You know what I mean?
It's interesting. I've seen mixed opinions about it online because I remember years ago when it moved to 3, people were like upset about it because like, fuck, 3 hours of wrestling. And now that we've had it for over a decade, people are like, well, shit, like wrestlers are gonna get less time now. Yeah. It's like I see both sides of the coin, and I don't really know how I feel about it yet because it is unfortunate that wrestlers will get less time because I feel like they finally figured out how to make the 3 hours work. But I also don't hate that it's 2 hours again. Like, I feel like it's just easier to watch.
As fans, like retention's sake.
Yeah. And it's really nothing to do with the wrestling. It's just more so my own attention span. Like, by the time like the 2.5 hour hits, I'm kind of ready to stop watching.
Interesting. Okay.
But not even in a bad way. It's just like, all right, I've been watching for a little bit now.
Yeah, 3 hours has always been too long, in my opinion. Going back to 2 hours is definitely the move for Monday Night Raw. So
yeah.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I never minded it. I never minded the 2 hour, the 3 hour format, just because. I mean, well, it was implemented when I was like 12, I think. So I was like, yeah, more wrestling. But as I grew up, and there's been a lot of boring stuff. But as you said, like they figured out how to do a 3 hour show now. And like, what the hell else am I doing at 10 p.m. on a Monday night? You know what I mean?
Fair.
You know, so there's nothing. I might as well watch some wrestling. But I just hope that people don't suffer because of that decision. Because there's a lot of people on Raw. A lot of people on Raw.
Yeah.
Way more than SmackDown. So, and I heard we're moving people over to Raw apparently if Naomi loses or something. So I just hope that there's enough time for the people that have been there consistently every week still. So.
Yeah.
There might be like shorter matches. Ooh, I don't know about that.
I feel like they'll properly distribute them throughout the brands.
Sure.
I feel like they're gonna like secretly move people. Hopefully, that's what I hope. Because like if you're losing time, I pray they've got it worked out to where like they'll move people to figure it out so they can compensate for that. So hopefully that's what's in the works. I trust WWE. I feel like it's gonna be good.
They should do a shakeup again since Raw's going to Netflix. I feel like they should do that.
I saw that.
I shook.
Did they? When did they do the draft? It was this year, right?
Correct. It was this year, like because they had. Like, I just remember like the 49 million picks from random guest hosts and stuff.
Oh yeah, we did like our own draft on this podcast. I'm pretty sure, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember it being this year. I just forgot
It was
what
definitely
it was.
this year.
So it must have been after Mania because that's when we started the podcast.
Yeah, because I remember we talked about Baron Corbin getting moved over.
That's right. Yeah, he got moved off.
That was the thing with the draft too, and that's why I think they need a shakeup. Is because when the draft happened, barely anybody moved.
Yeah,
That's fair.
They barely what LWO went over to Raw, like who Baron Corbin, like they're minimal moves.
they just brought up people and stuff too. Yeah, that's how it goes.
And they put Baron Corbin in a tag team with Apollo Crews.
You damn right. Hey, we've had weirder combinations. Heath Slater and Titus O'Neil.
Oh, Gator and Slater. Slater Gator.
Slater and the Gator, yeah.
Yo, Kenzo Suzuki and Rene Dupree.
I just, they didn't have anything for him.
Yeah.
They were like, yo, come to SmackDown. We're going to give you some fucking bullshit for 6 months.
Sounds great. See
Right.
you in catering.
NXT Apollo Crews could see the future. I don't know if you ever saw that.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Nostradamus?
He had some That's So Raven type visions.
Hell yeah.
Like him winning the NXT championship. He saw it in his vision and he did not win the NXT championship.
Vision failed.
Yeah.
We'll get him next time.
Right.
Dude, one thing from Raw I want to talk about I found absolutely hilarious. Fucking, you guys know what I'm about to say. Bret Hart comes out and he's like
Yes.
talking or whatever.
Love
Gunther comes out
Say it.
and he's just like, you know,
Say it.
fucking Bill Goldberg.
Damn right.
You know what my favorite wrestler of all time is?
Listen, the guy that I looked up to as a child, Bret Hart, the actual best wrestler of all time, Bill Goldberg.
That's awesome.
Baby.
Bro, it completely swerved me. I
love it.
Just because they were in Canada, I really thought he was going to say Shawn Michaels.
I think in any context, you'd probably think Shawn.
Yeah. When he said Bill Goldberg, I fucking lost it, bro. Bro,
So
Gunther
good.
has been on a fucking tear with these promos,
And
man.
people don't respect him still.
It's insane.
Bullshit.
They don't know ball.
They don't know ball.
I don't know.
I love Goons.
Yeah, it's
Goose is
right,
the
right.
man.
I love it,
Goldberg,
man.
bro.
He's doing good shit. he's doing good shit, man.
The man that ended his career. That's his favorite. I love it.
He had that smug look on his face too. Gunther was proud of that one. I fucking love it.
Surprised he was able to get it out with all the whats that he gets every time he
Jesus
touches
Lord.
a microphone.
My
Hey, are you
Lord.
from a different country?
What?
What? We had to talk about this the other. You had an opinion about this, right? What opinion? You had some opinion about.
I don't mind the what chance unless it's like like I'll agree with you. Like when it's towards like somebody who's international, it's kind of just like
All right, we get it.
yeah, you get what I mean. Like
Yeah.
but if somebody is talking that's normal, like I don't mind it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Like they were doing what chance for Nia Jax last night, and I think it was just because they were bored. Which is like, I guess that's
It's valid.
yeah, it's better than chanting at someone who doesn't really
This guy hates Nia Jax. He
does.
That is your WWE Women's Champion, Aaron.
I don't give a
respect
fuck.
her.
Respect Ricky as well. I mean, I'm not letting that go. We moved past that segment.
Hey, you know what though? That shit was fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Like him just coming out, I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah,
Because Ricky's a star.
Ricky is a
Ricky's
star.
a main attraction.
I was like, who the fuck is this though?
Dude, Roman Reigns came back last night. You know what Twitter's talking about? Ricky. My goat. But whatever.
Where's he been?
Where's he been?
Yeah.
On the injured list. You know what I mean? He's got signed.
Where you got Ricky?
He got hurt for a little bit. He's been in a lot of dark matches. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen him on a lot of main events.
Against
and Ricky's he's faced a lot of people like Apollo Crews.
Oh,
That's one of them.
Did Apollo Crews see that?
Yeah, he was like, I'm facing Ricky on WWE Speed this week. He faced Apollo Crews. I'm trying to think of Akira Tozawa.
Tozawa, the
banger match with Akira Tozawa. Yep. Ricky was the Speed champion like 3 times. And no one knew this. Wow. He was one of the most up-and-coming, rising stars in the industry. And then all of a sudden, what are you looking like that for? Well, first of all, you didn't even watch Bash in Berlin. We did the podcast. I don't even expect you to know who anybody is, especially Ricky. Ricky had a whole video package on that pay-per-view. You didn't even see it.
Yeah, I clearly didn't see that. Yeah.
Right.
I must be Stevie fucking Wonder. I didn't see shit.
A lot of disrespect gets thrown in this podcast. You know what I mean? Whether it's me, whether it's other people in this room. But what I cannot take, and what I will not sit here and deal with, is Ricky slander. Okay, I can slander a lot of people. Def Rebel is one of them. Nia Jax, whatever. You leave Ricky alone. That's your only warning.
Okay. All right. We should get Ricky on the pod.
Who was Ricky trained by?
Don't matter. He's a self-trained man. That
did it
man is
himself?
he's a natural.
Okay.
Ricky is a natural. Okay, I need you to understand that.
Born into this business.
Born into this business, bred
Straight
into
from
this
the
business.
backyard.
Yup.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah.
Backyard wrestling.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nope. Yep. From the backyard.
He don't know ball.
That's what I thought. I never heard somebody say that before. But yeah.
Spending too much time on this motherfucker. This fucking Ricky shit's getting dragged out, bro. Oh my god.
Where's Ricky from?
I'm playing.
Ricky Spanish.
Shout out Ricky Spanish.
Shout out Ricky Spanish.
Ricky Spanish. That's it.
American Dad.
Oh.
You don't even know Ricky Spanish?
Come on.
Unbelievable. Listen, I could take a lot of things.
Put some respect on Ricky.
Thought it was Ricky English.
What else happened on Raw?
Jey Uso is officially the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Yeet.
I don't think I saw that match. Did we watch that? I don't think we saw that match.
That was
We knew he
Jey,
was gonna win,
Ilya, and who the fuck was the other one? Was it Dragon Lee?
Braun Strowman was in there, I think. Right?
I don't fucking remember.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Braun was in it. It was a great match though. I had a lot of fun watching that one. I think the right person won. Jay. I think he won. I don't think he's gonna win it though. I don't know. Jay is in such a weird spot where like he's so over that he doesn't need a championship. I wouldn't mind him holding a singles title, but I just want to hear him say other things than yeet. I like yeet. Don't get me wrong. I like saying it, but he doesn't have to say it every single time.
You hating on Yeet?
That's his moniker, bro. You're used to it.
I don't hate yeet.
Merch
I
is
like
getting moved.
yeet.
He gonna keep saying it.
Oh
Like,
yeah, like he's like, hit my music, yeet. I fuck with it. Or like he ends a promo, yeet. But he doesn't need to be. I'm doing this, yeet. I'm doing that, yeet.
Oh, you're a Yeet denier.
Huh?
You're a Yeet denier? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not a yeet denier.
Sounds like you're a yeet denier.
Because here's my thing, right? Jey Uso, he can cut a promo. At least when he was with like Jimmy, I loved the Usos promos. Like I liked their back and forth and stuff like that. So it's not like he can't say other things, but you can let him speak. Let him speak.
That's fair, I guess.
He's got the promo style of Stone Cold in today's modern era, so get used to it.
That's
He's
fair.
got Stone Cold's cadence.
I will never be a Jey Uso hater though.
You
I
used to
love
know
Jey
what?
Uso.
You know what?
It just
That's
works,
all right.
man. These kids fucking love that shit. They love the shades. They love the yeet. They love it all.
I love to yeet too. Don't get it twisted.
Don't sound like it.
I love to yeet.
Don't sound like
I
you
just
like
want to
yeet.
hear him say more things than
I'm
yeet.
about to yeet.
Oh, you
I'm about to eat.
You love to Yeet now.
Oh yeah, I love to eat.
Dude, I be eating a lot.
I eat every day.
I finna yeet.
I'm finna yeet.
I'm finna
I'm
eat.
finna yeet. Who should be Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship? Because I don't think it's gonna be Jay. Maybe Ilya Dragunov.
Dragunov.
Yeah,
yes.
I was thinking Ilya. Yeah, Ilya would be sweet.
We
Gable.
get like Dragunov at Mania defending the IC title against like, hear me out, Ricky. I think that would be fucking awesome.
Fucking eat.
Holy fucking shit, dude. I see that motherfucker in my nightmares.
Imagine the promos. Imagine the promo battle that they go back and forth with.
Let me hear the promo battle.
What's up, Ricky? Yeet. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna beat you this Sunday at WrestleMania. Yeet hits with a super kick, maybe. You know what I mean?
17 of them.
17 of them. And that's okay. Ricky gets beat up. He's the underdog. Then we put him over at WrestleMania in front of 80,000 people, like he deserves. Anyway, I'll move on. Is that it?
And that was really like the last thing that happened on Raw. When did Bianca and Jade win the tag titles? Was that on Raw or was that at the pay-per-view? That was at
That's
the
the
pay-per-view.
pay-per-view.
Okay. Then I think that was it for Raw, I do believe.
Dude, hell yeah.
One cool thing I want to talk about from NXT, Jordan Grace had that open challenge and Sol Ruka answered it. I fuck with it. I want to see Sol Ruka win a championship. That's all I got to say.
That was awesome.
She is.
She'll get pushed to the moon here soon.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't mind a call up either. SmackDown need more women. But yeah, that's it. Sol Ruka appreciation and Jordan Grace appreciation.
I disagree. Stay in NXT for a second.
Really?
Get the respect you get. Don't get the 45 seconds in SmackDown. I'd rather you have your time in NXT right now. I
Fair.
don't want that tarnished right now. I want stay there.
You know what?
Go win the North American. Make that the women's North American Championship crazy good. Have crazy bangers. Stay there for the love of God. Don't come up. Cherish it.
Respect actually.
Hey, remember Kiana James?
Yeah.
They just moved her
I
off
remember.
the roster completely.
She was there for
A cup of coffee.
a cup of coffee.
Did she get hurt or
No, they just don't have anything for her.
They called her up, and first of all, I didn't like the presentation they had for her because the NXT world doesn't mesh well sometimes with the main roster, considering what the character is.
Yeah.
Like I don't think Tony D'Angelo, that character, is good for the main roster, in my opinion. And Kiana James is another example of that, and I think it showed. But I like her. I think she's great. Because I really liked her in NXT. Hopefully, she comes back eventually. But yeah, absolutely. If you can stay in NXT, stay in NXT.
Yeah. I would prefer it too.
Do you guys think NXT is like built enough of that fan base to have just like a bigger crowd, like regularly? Maybe not like a Raw and SmackDown, but more people than they have in the Performance Center right now.
Yeah. Like, are you talking about like just like a bigger venue in Florida?
Yeah, just like a bigger venue. Do you think they're there yet?
They can manage, I think.
I even think if they traveled every week, like how, like in smaller arenas, like how AEW have been doing lately, I think they could fill most arenas probably. What do you think?
What they did well with No Mercy.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
That was out
But
of state.
I feel like that's slightly different though because it is like their PLEs. Actually, it's not even quotation. It is their PLEs.
Oh, you're just talking about like
like
just
yeah,
weekly
just like
shows?
regular.
Just a Tuesday night.
You know,
Nah,
are they
nah,
there
nah,
yet?
Nah.
No.
Nah, just the the premium events for now.
Okay.
They got to build it. They got to build up a little more because NXT hit that dip when 2.0 happened, bro. When
That's
2.0 happened, like, I feel like they're still kind of trying to recover a little bit from 2.0, because 2.0, that was the influx of people that a lot of people weren't really like just pro wrestlers before they got there. A lot of these people were freshly trained from different sports across, different things. And yeah, I just I lost my train of thought.
That's fair.
I was on to something and I lost it, but
you hit the base.
But you
hit
get what
the
I'm
base.
saying. Yeah, that's all that matters, I guess.
No, I don't mind them staying in the Performance Center. I do like them there. I was just curious if because I feel like they have grown in their fan base after the NXT 2.0 era.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just curious.
So you really don't think they'd be able to fill like a 4,000 seat arena every week? Like if they did like a smaller arena?
Yeah.
We weren't saying
something like that.
10,000.
Not like Raw,
Yeah,
SmackDown.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
because I don't
okay,
think
yeah.
they're there yet.
Yeah. They could definitely go somewhere
But
different.
I do like that smaller feel because like when it was like back in the day with Full Sail, them bitches were jumping.
Yeah.
And then I mean these can jump again the same magnitude. I just feel like I like the quality of the card like all the time. And with TNA coming in and out all the time, I feel like that always helps.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? WWE, don't underestimate them. They can always fill an arena, in my opinion. Anywhere we go or like anytime I see something, dude, they fill it out. They get it done. If there's a WWE show in town, I'm pretty sure there'll be people that'll go.
Oh yeah, especially when they do things like having Randy Orton on NXT soon. When is that happening?
I think when they moved to the CW.
Okay.
I think Punk
Yep.
is showing up. He's showing up this Tuesday, I guess. I think.
Oh, is it this Tuesday?
I think, and then he might be there when they do the premiere as well. I'm excited. I'm excited to see hopefully maybe a rebrand for NXT as well when they move to the CW, just like how SmackDown did. Raw's definitely getting one when it moves to Netflix. I'm thinking. It's exciting time.
3.0.
NXT 3.
3.0 or 2.5. We'll see.
I feel like as long as NXT doesn't like switch anything brand wise or character wise or anything, as long as they just get like a new I'm thinking just like a new logo, a new theme song.
Oh no, that's what I meant. Yeah, no, nothing like 2.0 ish.
Yeah.
Just new look.
Yeah, just a new look.
I like the direction that they're heading though.
Same.
I love it a lot. I love like where WWE. We're in a good spot, especially when it goes. Raw goes to Netflix. We're gonna be eating really good because I feel like that's gonna be a monumental build, especially with Cena's farewell tour. We're on a really good trajectory right now. Like if you just sit back and look at it, we're eating good, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Like we're about to eat really good. Next year's about to be really special.
Okay. So before we end, last question.
God.
Who is the next big star from NXT? Who is like next up?
Obafemi. I didn't have to think twice.
Yeah.
It's Obafemi. He has caught on to it so fast, and he's so good. He's so talented, bro. I've backed him ever since I saw his first match, bro. His first match was insane, and just what he's done for the North American Championship. I didn't think there would be anybody like Wesley that would carry that title like that, and he's done it and then some.
Yep.
He's close to breaking that reign too,
He's
right?
like, I think he's like what 30 days or something like that.
Something
No,
like
probably
that.
even less than that. But give me Obafemi all day.
Yeah, I agree 100% about Oba, but I'm gonna go with a woman for this one too. Roxanne. Roxanne's been killing it. She's been doing her thing with these other girls down at NXT. She's been carrying the ball extremely well, and I believe for the women, she's definitely next up.
I like that.
I mean, you could give like the obvious answers like Julia or like Stephanie. How do you pronounce her last name?
Vancouver.
Vacker? Vacker.
Vacker.
Vacker. But yeah, no, I agree with the names you guys gave. Trick Williams is a big name as well.
Whoop that.
Yeah, whoop that. He's so over. Consistently. Even on the main roster, I think if he showed up.
Theme song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Song's
theme
so
song.
important. Yeah.
Yep.
Theme song.
So no, Trick probably behind her for sure.
Okay. Yeah. I'd say Oba too, but just to switch it up, Javon Evans.
Oh, Javon Evans.
He's gonna be crazy.
Put a rocket ship on that brother's ass.
Oh yeah.
He's only 19.
Yeah, dude.
That's insane, bro.
Wait until
That's insane. He's
wait-
only 19 and he's out here doing what he's doing.
Wait-
He's gonna have a crazy career.
Wait until Sugars gets healthy from his knee injury.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I can't wait for
He-
that.
he's
I
only
can't wait
scratched
for
the
that.
surface, bro.
Yeah,
I can't wait to
yep.
see him do special things, bro.
He was awesome in DPW.
Of
So like,
course.
Lucky's very good.
I
Very good.
had the pleasure of wrestling him one time.
Oh, okay.
He is incredible. And he's just a great guy too. That's what makes it better. He's just a great human being. So
That's awesome.
I wish him nothing but the best because he's just that cool.
I really hope when Saquon gets healed from his injury that they do Saquon versus Javon because they had bangers. In
Or
DPW.
even,
tag team.
dude,
I wouldn't hate that either.
them as a tag team would be special. I think they could be something absolutely out of this world. Not to like shit on their singles careers, but I think
no.
like that would be a good start for them to do something like that. Then they can turn it into a rivalry, maybe.
He's teaming with like Cedric this week, I think, or something.
Oh, Javon.
Yeah, Javon's teaming with Cedric.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually have a question for you guys.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, no.
Because last week I wasn't here because I went to AEW All Out, and I took my friend Brandon, not you, who
Idiot.
who has never seen a wrestling thing ever in his life until that night. He didn't even know how to really win a wrestling match. He was like, "What's a pinfall?" He asked me that. He asked me even I told him before, and he asked me at the show because they were like, "You can only win this by pinfall or submission." He goes, "What's pinfall?" I was like, yeah, whatever. And then we watched the show. The show was fantastic. I don't know if you guys have seen. I think we watched one of the matches so far, but
Willow and Statlander. That was
fantastic.
That was
it was
awesome.
One of my favorite live events I think I've been to ever. My theory is, and I want to know what you guys think about this. I think introducing somebody who hasn't seen wrestling before, introducing them to wrestling, I think it works better if you show them AEW rather than WWE first.
Really?
Personally, because I think that in WWE, you have to be already emotionally invested in the storylines to care about the eventual matches that they have. You know what I mean? I feel like AEW can show them a Will Ospreay match and they'll be like, "Oh, this is amazing." But if I put on Roman Cody, I don't think it would mean as much to the person that I'm introducing it to. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? What do you guys think about that?
I would respectfully disagree, only because, and this has absolutely nothing to do with AEW. I think it's more so WWE is just better at the video package before the match.
Okay, sure.
Like they really help you understand what's going on before you watch it. So even if you're not as emotionally invested, you're like, okay, this is happening, this is why they don't like each other. Bada bing, bada boom. AEW does have better match quality most times, I would say, on TV. So I could see your point, but I think someone who's never watched wrestling can get into WWE easier.
So to kind of go to that point, when I was younger in middle school, I had a friend over who didn't like wrestling at all. He would clown wrestling, but I didn't give a fuck. Right? I had TNA on. I had an AJ match on, and he was like, "Yo, this is dope," but didn't like wrestling, didn't like WWE. So like, somebody who doesn't know anything about wrestling, I agree. They need to see the action over the story.
No, okay.
Yeah.
No,
That's fair. That's fair.
Absolutely. You know, this is a real story. I was once dating somebody who I took to Boston, Massachusetts, drove 4 hours to Survivor Series 2022, and she fell asleep in the arena.
Oh no!
During the Bloodline versus whoever they were facing on that show. God. I was like, what? But I took her to Full Gear. I think they were within a week of each other, and she was up for it. That's kind of what drove my thing too. Just 'cause, I don't know. I feel like, again, it's the match quality that will automatically attract somebody initially, just unless you show them like a banger angle or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's a flavor thing. I think everyone has their own flavor when it comes to professional wrestling. Some people like what you said, match quality, but some people really like. I mean, the atmosphere of WWE you just can't beat. The atmosphere thing, like what you're trying to put, like I agree with you on that. With WWE, they're so good with promo packages, atmosphere. Like you can get enamored in that sumbitch. AEW has a little bit less of that atmosphere feel, but at the same time, you are getting that really good match quality. You're getting that I'm alert. It's kind of like, independent wrestling, like they try to portray like that fucking like we do this. If they structure it right, you can pull all aspects of wrestling. So I really feel like it's just a flavor thing. It's what people really like, because like your friend doesn't like the, like some people say like the hokey WWE style. They don't like the theatric part of that shit. But they do like seeing someone bleed or someone fucking taking a certain fucking, Canadian Destroyer 6 times. Like, it's just, it's preference, I'd say. Yeah. I mean, I can definitely see why someone, like, if it went to an AEW thing, this is the first thing they saw, they'd shit their pants. I think one of my first experiences ever in person was fucking Shark Boy at like a fucking at an indie show.
Oh, my God.
And one of my brother's friends hopped the rail and hit a stunner and celebrated with Shark Boy or something. And I was in the dark on it, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. It's just things like that. Like just the spontaneous out of nowhere little cool thing. That's what makes wrestling so special, is just the flavors. Everyone has their own flavor of shit.
That's understandable, yeah.
Yeah. So that's my answer on that.
I think we all had a great answer, honestly.
Hey,
We had a great time here.
We had a fantastic time, except for the fucking beginning, you asshole.
I didn't even do nothing.
Yeah, whatever. Aaron,
He
where
didn't do nothing. Oh my God. Simply Better AM, all platforms.
You can find me at Small Afro on YouTube.
You can find me at Brent Oakley on YouTube.
you can find me at BDE on YouTube. You can find me everywhere else over there. And we'll see you all next time.
Oh.